Hey there. Welcome back to Firewall Support Center, where we make network security easy for everyone. So, you've got your firewall up and running. That's awesome. But wait, are you sure it's actually doing its job? Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 firewall mistakes beginners often make, and how you can avoid them. These are real-world problems that happen all the time, but don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's jump in.
Allowing too much traffic by default. Let's start with the big one, over-permissive rules. Some beginners set their firewall to allow any traffic just to get things working faster, but this completely defeats the purpose of having a firewall. A firewall should follow the principle of least privilege, only allow what is absolutely needed. For example, only allow specific ports, like 80 for HTTP, 443 for HTTPS, only allow traffic from known IPs when possible. Block everything else by default. Tip: always build your rules from deny all, and then add what's needed. Forgetting to update firewall rules. Firewalls aren't a set it and forget it tool. Networks change, new services are added, threats evolve. If you don't review and update your firewall rules regularly, you might leave outdated and use rules active. Allow access to services that no longer exist. Miss out on new best practices or security fixes. Tip: set a monthly reminder to audit your firewall rules. Clean up anything you don't need. Ignoring outbound traffic. Most people only focus on inbound rules, blocking bad stuff from coming in. But what about outbound traffic? Let's say malware sneaks onto a device in your network. If your firewall allows all outgoing connections, that malware can phone home or send data out, and you'd never even know. Tip: review what apps and devices are allowed to send data out. Block suspicious or unnecessary outbound connections. Misusing port forwarding. Port forwarding is useful but dangerous if used carelessly. Opening ports like 3389, remote desktop, or 21 FTP directly to the internet is a common mistake. Hackers scan for these open ports 24/7. Tip: if you must use port forwarding, use a VPN or restrict access by IP. Never expose sensitive services directly. Monitor those ports regularly. If possible, avoid forwarding entirely and use safer alternatives. Not logging or monitoring traffic. Finally, one of the most underrated mistakes: not enabling logs or never checking them. Logs can show you who is trying to access your network, which rules are being triggered if there's suspicious behavior happening behind the scenes. Tip: even if you can't monitor in real time, set up email alerts or automated tools that notify you of key events. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could save your network. Test your firewall setup. After configuring everything, always test it. Try accessing blocked ports. Simulate traffic from different sources. Use online tools to scan your public IP. Make sure your firewall is doing exactly what you think it is. Let's quickly recap the 5 common firewall mistakes: allowing too much traffic, forgetting to update rules, ignoring outbound traffic, misusing port forwarding, not checking logs. If you fix just one of these today, you're already ahead of most people. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment if you've ever run into any of these mistakes.